Oh, hey. Looks like you found the third audio log. Today is January 4th, 2021. Woo! Okay. Yeah, we're back, guys. I know it's been a while.
It's been what?
It's very busy.
Almost a month.
Yeah. We'll
2
talk
weeks.
about it.
3 weeks? 2 weeks?
Roughly.
2 weeks.
Yeah. We'll talk about it later on in the podcast about what's been going on and all that shit. But, Paul.
What's up, bro? What's good? So, like, you know, it's been on my mind. We kind of skipped on the Christmas.
Yeah.
In the past 2 weeks, we skipped on Christmas. We skipped on New Year's. And there's a lot that's happened in those 2 weeks, especially some album releases, some resolutions for the upcoming year.
Okay.
And we were talking about it, you know, privately.
Yeah.
We were talking about some virtual reality kind of stuff.
VR.
And then you had a situation that happened to you.
Yeah, I had some stalker type shit.
Ooh.
Stalker type shit, yeah.
So we're going to talk about all that in the podcast. And then at the very end, like Lucas said before, the podcast update and what's been happening and what we're trying to do.
Past month.
What we're trying to do for the podcast.
Yeah.
And yeah. Anyways, so start this off. How was your Christmas? Like, what did you guys do? How was your Christmas weekend? Like, what's everything?
Yeah, honestly, I've been having dog shit Christmases for the past fucking 17 years around. Look. I want to say dog shit. Okay, but from a money standpoint, it was been very bad. And for some reason, on the worst year, 2020, money wise, this Christmas was very, very it was very good. It was good for
bueno.
Very bueno. Cause
Very bueno.
Because, you know, I come from, you know, I'm not super rich. You know, I'm not super rich. I'm not like, but I wouldn't say I'm super poor. But
Middle class.
I'm middle class. Yeah. Middle class. But the funding and everything for, like, my family and, like, budgeting has been really, really, like, tight and, like, really bad for, like, the past couple of, like, 18 years-ish. I wouldn't say the full 18 of my life, but, you know, most of my living,
majority.
Majority.
Yeah.
So this year was really, like, crazy. And also, like, my family came over. They were cooking a bunch of crazy ass shit. So it was nice, bro. What were you eating? You were eating anything? Partying?
Was I eating?
Yeah. Were you eating anything?
Well, so for Polish families and stuff, right? Christmas Eve is where you eat.
Mm-hmm.
See, now, so I don't know about everybody else's Polish families, but specifically mine, and from what I know, others, mine and how the other families that I know that are Polish that do the same thing. There's 12 meals, basically, that we eat.
12 meals.
See, that seems shocking,
bro.
but it's actually not that bad. So you just don't eat that whole day.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, because it's like a dinner. You get dinner, it's like 6 o'clock, whatever, 8 o'clock, I think we did it at. So it's basically 12 meals. And before, they used to actually have, like, in the old times, they had, like, how do I explain this, really?
Like a tradition, kind of?
It's a traditional thing, but it's like... So, like, the meal... So, a meal is, like, one food thing.
Uh-huh.
So, like, let's say pickles,
Yeah.
right? This is an example.
Mm-hmm.
Pickles is a meal,
Yeah.
right? So, like, apples would be, like, the second
Oh,
meal. So, we had 12 different meals.
12 appetizers, kind of.
12 foods, I guess.
Yeah.
12 different foods we had to eat, right? And so, they were combined. It used to be you would have to eat, like, a whole dish and, like, a whole plate of that one food.
Wow.
And that's why we call it the 12 meals. So now we just did small little portions and combined them. So yeah, so we basically just ate 12 different foods. It was like fish, cabbage, dumplings.
Oh, dude, don't even get me started with dumplings.
Mushroom stew,
Yeah.
potatoes.
Damn, how much you're at? 8?
There's a lot.
8 meals? Is that 8 meals? Is that
I don't know,
close?
there's a lot. There's a lot of Polish. Like, I only know them in Polish. I don't know them in English at all. But
Pierogi.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there's like 3 pierogies you gotta eat.
Yeah.
Basically just 12 meals we eat on Christmas Eve, and then we open presents from whatever we got that day from that family.
Oh, on the eve?
On the eve. And then on Christmas Day, we see the other half of the family.
Oh.
So, like, we saw my mom's half on Christmas Eve, and now we see my dad's half on Christmas. And, yeah, basically, I mean, we had Christmas in my house this year.
Yeah.
The only other time it's ever happened.
First time, right?
First time it's happened with my family. It was pretty good. We did a bunch of stuff, and it was my 18th, so there's a lot of preparation. My mom was freaking the fuck out the entire week.
For sure.
That's why.
With house parties is like that because usually like my house, it's like the more like bigger one out the family because everyone lives in apartments. Or at least all the ones that live around us. But everyone comes to my house and my mom's always freaking out. She's like, Lucas, clean the bathroom, go clean the table, go clean the living room. I'm like, damn, they ain't even go in there. I can't be doing all that shit. But at the end of the day, you have to like fucking do all that shit because it'll drive them crazy. Mothers out there drive them crazy.
But it was funny with my mom. 3 days beforehand, so it was like the 25th, right? The 22nd, she told us to go clean the whole house, and I was like, we're gonna do this on the day of, so why is there a point to this? She's like, I don't care, I'll do it anyways. And I'm like, okay, fuck, I guess I'm doing it.
They make sure it's perfect. They make sure it's perfect. And you know what, dude? Honestly, I respect that because it makes the Christmas parties and like everything a lot nicer and a lot better. Too bad I have to partake in the preparation though, which I don't like as much. But I like at the end when I get all that food, bro. And for Brazilians, dude, we just like. I wouldn't say it's like 12 meals like you, but like we just bring like everyone brings their own thing. It's kind of like a potluck almost.
So it's like a buffet.
Yeah, in a way, yeah.
It's a bring your own buffet.
Yeah. It's like so my cousin brought potato salad. My mom made lasagna, and then like my uncle brought like this like chicken or whatever, super fire chicken. It was like, oh, and then someone else, and then my aunt brought mashed potatoes, and it just continues on like, and then like. So, like, we end up having a shit ton of food on Christmas Eve. Everyone's like, yeah. Liddy and stuff. And I love that, dude. I love that. Because, like, everyone's like, and Mila, my dog, space dog, first year Christmas. Ooh. And she was going crazy, right? She's like, everywhere. Everyone's like, yeah.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people now.
Yeah, it's a lot of people. She's not really used to it. Yeah. So, I thought some fucking dope-ass shit, dog.
Yeah, my Christmas, we, a lot of people drank. A lot of people got drunk.
Oh, God. Dude, no one got...
A lot of people slept over.
Yeah. But I mean, isn't that like a... Obviously, it's like everyone has like a tradition or anything, but like, dude, we can't, like, no one gets drunk at all at my thing. So it's kind of like...
Because they all gotta go home.
yeah, they have to drive home. It's like a family reunion. I don't fucking know. It's just a family party, yeah. So it's like not like a legit party. But dude, the next day... Oh my! I know you were so... Actually, well, people slept over, right?
Oh yeah.
Never mind.
I was chilling though. Like I slept for like half the day.
Okay, good.
And I didn't sleep really good. I had to sleep in my sister's room. My uncle and aunt took my bed. Someone took Mikey's bed, and then my mom slept in her bed, and then Mikey slept on the couch. Someone slept on the fucking couch over there.
Yeah, I got you.
And then I took my sister's bed, with my sister. Yeah. That was just it. Yeah.
Well, dude, it's always that next morning, like, it's like that Christmas, like, dude, I woke up in the morning, I took that deep breath, I'm like, oh, I smelled breakfast, I'm like, oh my God, dude, and I went down there, and also, it's like, I know as a fact, when everyone left your house, when it was just you, your family, you're like, oh, like, finally I get to do whatever the fuck I want.
I slept.
You slept?
I slept.
Nah, dude, I woke up, I went downstairs, and, like, it's just that typical shit, like Christmas music is playing. We went and ate at the dining table instead of the normal kitchen table. And
the only time we used that table.
Yeah, the only time we used that shit. And it was nice, dude. I made, like, scrambled eggs and shit. Dude, I'm a fucking god, dude. Scrambled eggs, by the way. Or omelets. Any egg-oriented thing, dude, I'm the fucking egg king. Shout out to Brock. Egg king, dude. But it was so nice. It's like that Christmas spirit, bro.
Yeah.
And then...
Makes sense.
From the money point, because, dude, for the past 2 years, I didn't really even get, like, presents, kind of. Like, I didn't even get really anything. Because, like, the first year, like, we all were like, oh, we want this dog. Like, we want the dog. And we got that dog. And then, that dog got given away. And that's totally completely different story. But, like, that was our Christmas present. Like, it was, like, just... But we didn't get shit. So it was whatever. I was, like, cool with it. Mm-hmm. Whatever. I understand where we were, like, coming from. We didn't really have a lot of money. So that was good. And then the year after that, they bought us shavers. And they're like, oh yeah, these are really expensive shavers, blah blah blah. And bro, I found that at Walmart for $30, bro. But the thing is, like, at the end of the day, I was grateful. I used that shaver. I used that shaver this morning. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm grateful.
Well, of course you're gonna use it, but it's kind of like bullshit. How they bullshit it.
Yeah. If they like, it's like it's really good. It's expensive, bro. This is just another.
It might be expensive for a shaver.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
It's expensive.
And so I was like, damn, like this Christmas, like, it's really like, damn, like, you know, I'm obviously not going in expecting anything like special. I'm not expecting it. And dude, like to my like whatever surprise, I got the piano or whatever I wanted. I got the drawing board shit I wanted. Like I got a lot of things that I wanted from my parents and shit. So I was really.
See, you were lucky.
So I was really like. I'm not basing this off of, like, you know, all of 2020. This doesn't compare to the whole 2020, like, bullshit COVID thing or whatever. But, like, this Christmas for me, personally, was, like, it's like, damn, like, my parents actually bought me shit. Like, yeah, let's go. Because I'm telling you right now, I can't remember a thing that they got me back in the day. Because I don't think they really got me anything, like, really, you know what I'm saying? So, I really got to feel it, like, what it was like to actually get, like,
gifts
this year. You know what I'm saying?
I don't get gifts.
Well, okay.
I've never actually got gifts though.
No, tell them.
I never got gifts. I've only got cash.
Oh, well,
and the only person who ever gave me gifts were my aunts and uncles, and they were like small gifts, and I still appreciate them. I still use them.
Yeah.
Like I think the monitor that we're using to look at the audio right now, that's a gift that I got 2 Christmases ago.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was like 2018, 2019 Christmas. And that, I'm grateful. I still use it. I haven't like done anything with it because
it's kind of
it means working.
Yeah,
so I'm not gonna buy another one.
Yeah, there's no point to buy a new one. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't really get gifts. I just get cash.
Well, also you have to think about your birthday.
Well, yeah, no, but like the birthday, I still don't get presents.
But it's
like,
cash. Actually, no, yeah, you're right.
I still got cash. It's just cash. I don't get presents.
Remember, you don't get on wrap or anything.
Nope.
So since we're like talking about like holidays and everything, and like I think we're done talking about Christmas, really, because I don't really have anything to say. I think you've already said a lot, enough. I think like 10 minutes worth. Anyways, how was your New Year's? Like, what did you guys? What'd you do?
I'd say it was It was eventful, but like not eventful. It was good, but it could have been better. You know what I'm saying? And I'll go into it.
Okay, I mean, what did you do? Like, did you go to a family's house? Did you go to a friend's house? Like, what did you do?
So obviously, you know, it's New Year's. You know, I'm trying to, you know, party and shit, all that shit, you know, and like I was like, damn, let's go to this party, blah blah blah. And I was like, alright, I'm down, I'll go or whatever. And but the thing is, I needed to find some chick to come with me, like, cause like the ratio was like not up, like the ratio wasn't good. You know what I'm saying? So like. Like, I whatever. So I started hitting up some bitches and shit, you know. Mm-hmm. Typical, right? Mm-hmm. And so I tried this one girl and she let me unopen. I'm like, bro, like, but I already fucked up with her back in the day, so like I didn't even like try again. Why are you saying that? It's not that, anyways. But you know, fine. Eventually, you know.
Okay.
We hit something, you know. We line and she was like, shit, you know, it was good. Mm-hmm. And you know, we went. You know, I went, picked her up, but I had a bunch of people in my car in the Odyssey, in the fucking van. But then so there was a couple people in the car already. So like and the car was full. There's already like 5 people in the car. And I was like, yo, like there's a shit ton of people in the car. Like I don't like. She's like, it's okay, I can still do it. I'm like, alright, shit, like whatever. So I drove over there. I had to make one of the boys sit on the ground and shit. and you know, it was cool.
Was that packed?
It was, yeah.
It was, yeah. That's like what, 8 seats? You had 9 people in the car?
Okay, well usually there's 8 seats in the van.
Yeah.
It's the passenger driver and then 6.
Oh, there's 7. There's 7.
Yeah. And it was packed. I think I had like 8 people in the car. Yeah. So it was packed as fuck. But anyways, one of the boys got out the shotgun and shit. And, you know, it's like, so I'll snatch shit up, right? And so then we go to the thing is though, we go to the party, right?
Yeah.
We get to the party, right? Mm. And this shit already looking weird, bro. This shit looking like, cause I didn't know whose house it was. I didn't know. It was just all I knew was like some chick was fucking throwing it. Yeah. So I'm like, whatever. And I pull up, and bro, we going through the back. I'm like, what the fuck?
I mean, the back's not that. That's not that normal.
I know, but it was weird. Okay, it was weird to me. Okay, anyways, and we got to the basement door, whatever. And obviously, I'm expecting something bigger, like something bigger. And I walk in, dude, and it's just like fucking. It's like, what the fuck. I first see all the way in the corners, just like lined with like hard liquor, like there's no beer, no nothing. It's all hard liquor. Okay. I'm like, okay, but there's only 15 people there, 20 people there, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like this isn't even like bumping. It's not bumping or anything, but it was cool because like I'm with this chick and shit or whatever, and like bro, like this is the thing, bro. Like I stay saucing it up. I'm like blah blah, and it finally gets closer to 12 and shit, right? And I like she took a shot and shit, and I was like, I ate cool, like whatever. And then I was like, she started saying, she's like, yo, like let's go back to your car like at 12. And I was like, I'm like, all right, let's go and shit. So we start, so like, and throughout this whole entire thing, she was already like hinting at shit, and like it was kind of getting like,
she put her hand on like your leg
like,
or something.
And so I start moving, right? We get into the car and shit, and like I'm chilling with her and shit, and she was telling me, she's like, oh yeah, like blah blah blah, and dude, it was just, you felt that, you know what I'm talking about, like when it's like shit's about it, and bro, like music started playing, bro, and bro, her hand like fucking like started at my shoulder and shit. I'm like, yo, I'm like, shit, what's good? Started going down and shit. I was like, yeah, and she was like feeling my shit, bro, like. And I was like, get over it. Yeah, I was like, move this shit. One thing I thought was weird, cause I went to go like, grab her like, her thigh and shit, and then I had to like, and I was like, yo, you had to put up the armrest. I was like, yo, you gotta put up the armrest. And she's like, oh shit.
Yeah, and, by the way, before we do it, the armrest is kind of the way.
Yeah, the armrest is kind of the way. And I was like, okay, can you move it or whatever? And she moved it. And it's just like, it was like that, bro. So like, it was like tension though. But like,
sexual tension.
And we finally got to the spot, and like, I'm not gonna go into detail or like what we were saying and shit, but like, I was like, yo, she went inside to get like blankets and pillows or whatever, right?
Ooh.
And I was like, cause no, I can't do it. This is my mom's gonna watch. But she's gonna go in there and get shit. And I was like, okay, for sure. And then all of a sudden, like, I see this little boy, like in the blinds. I'm like, and then her mom's like, and I'm like, oh my god, dude. And then all of a sudden I hear, and her honking her like car. I'm like, what the fuck? And she's like just chatting me. She's like, my dad is so pissed right now. She's like, you have to go now. You have to go now. I was like
everybody?
Like, no, I don't know, bro. She was just saying her dad was mad. But I was like, oh shit, I'm out though. I'm out that bitch, bro. So I dipped, bro.
With nobody in your car?
And cause I left the party, to go with her, you know what I'm saying?
Oh wait, so you went.
Yeah.
So at 12 you went to your car.
Yeah.
You left the party.
Yeah.
And the 8 people you drove there.
I literally listen. They're all already beyond drunk. They're beyond drunk already. Okay. So I don't even like. So literally, I remember when I went back, because I'm gonna have to drive them back. So I went back and I picked them up, and they're like, dude, we had no clue where you were. We're all so scared. Like, where the fuck did Lucas go? And I was like, dude, I left, blah, blah, but like, that they were beyond fucking like just drunk, so they didn't even notice shit. And also he's like, I remember you even leaving. I said bye, all this shit, like whatever. And I was like, yeah, dude, yeah. And
that's so funny.
But so I come back, and it was just fucked, cause I literally got left with the fucking. I was like, bro, like my shit was fucking like, it was like, I was like, I was ready for some shit.
You thought something was gonna happen, and
nothing happened, bro. And I was like, dude, it was just fucked. I just think it was like.
So, are you still texting this girl?
And this is the thing, cause originally I only snapped her because I was trying to like
go to a party with her.
Yeah, but like I wasn't gonna make it like that. You know what I'm saying? But then I was in the car ride with her, and she was kind of getting saucy and shit. So I was like, so obviously, but it's
snapping or no? Why not though?
Dude, listen, this is not for the podcast. This is not for the podcast. So I got back, right, and all the boys, bro, and the girls, because I had also
another chick,
two other chicks in my car or whatever.
The girlfriends of the guys.
One was a girlfriend, and the other one was some chick.
Okay.
But everyone went in my car, and I was like, Like, wow, there's Lucas, and dude, that and think about it, I'm the DD, you know what I'm saying? And shit, I was like, bro, I was like, y'all fucking, and everyone's like, oh, super fucked up off the hard liquor and shit. And bro, I was driving around, and dude, one of my boys, bro, he's like, bro, I think I'm gonna yak. I'm like, dude, don't fucking throw up in my car, dude, or else I'll kick your ass, you know what I'm saying? Or else I'll fucking beat you. And literally, he's like, dude, I'm so sorry. I'm like, no, you're not fucking. And literally, dude, I literally drove as fast as I fucking could. Go to the fucking side. I open up that fucking side door, and dude, this man just goes fucking yakking ever. And we're like, ah. And dude, you had a perspective. This is my perspective. I'm the only sober one here. So there's fucking 7 other super drunk dudes in my fucking car, and they're all just like, ah. And we're like, go, fucking yak everywhere. But honestly, dude,
I'm so sorry.
it was, I would say, and that's the thing. So like, it was eventful, but it wasn't eventful. You know what I'm saying? So it was like,
damn. So I just cannot believe you're not talking with this girl anymore.
Dude, shut the fuck up.
I just can't believe this.
This isn't for the podcast. We can talk about this off podcast.
Okay. Well, my New Year's was not that exciting. It's actually pretty depressing.
Dude, I was looking at your tweets, bro.
Because, like, the past 2 weeks, because around my birthday, right, I just get depressed.
Yeah.
For some reason. I don't know why. It just always happens every year.
A lot of people actually.
A lot of people do that.
Like that.
And I was talking to a lot of people, and they were like, yeah, really, and I was like, whatever. But, like, so I was just depressed. Like, on my birthday, I was, like, depressed. On my, like, New Year's, I was depressed.
Yeah.
And it's not just that, because, like, I was supposed to hang out. I wanted to hang out with somebody for New Year's, right?
Yeah.
And it didn't get that, but I was hinting at them, like let's hang out and do stuff because I'm not really hung out with anybody at New Year's.
For sure.
When this is my first one, and I was like, I literally told her like, I had no one at home, and I have no plans.
Yeah.
So, what do you want to do?
Yeah, I got you.
And it's like, I already got plans for my friend and my family. I'm like, okay, well, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So then I go to Nick's, and it's a good time, but then I'm like. I just get depressed, and so I'm not like having that much of a great time, and I couldn't drink really. Yeah. I couldn't really have like fun with drugs. Yeah. So because my friend one of my friends Dylan, right? He was gonna be like the sober one until he dropped the girls off.
Yeah, for sure.
So we had like 3 girls and 3 guys. So right when he dropped the girls off, then he was gonna do stuff, right?
Yeah.
But he. But like, so then me and Nick were supposed to be sober with him. Now Nick left the boat right away.
Oh my
He
God.
jumped ship. He completely ditched both of us. And I was like, well, I can't get hammered now.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna chill with Dylan because I don't want Dylan being left alone.
Yeah, for sure.
And Nick's not a bad guy for doing that. He can have fun. It's his house. It was his house. Whatever. He had a fun night. He had a very fun night. I had a very depressing night. Yeah. Dylan had a very fun night as well. I was the only one who didn't have fun. Yeah. But it was a fun night, and then up to like the end, it got better. But the person I wanted to hang out on New Year's wanted to hang out at night, and I was like, I can't drive right now. I'm a little not there. I'm not in my body.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was that. And turns out that person does not remember anything. And then I told them, and they were like, damn.
Yeah.
And I was like, whatever. But it was like nice. They said nice things to try to get me to hang out with them. But I was like, I literally can't.
Yeah.
Because I'm fucking gone. Yeah. I'm not going to be irresponsible and die.
Another thing about irresponsible, we literally, when I was driving, dude, there's a car literally that went in the fucking...
So you almost had a drunk driving wreck.
Well, no, I didn't. But, like, when I was driving, police were lighting everyone, like, lighting everyone up, dude, yeah. Not, like, as in shooting, but, like, with the fucking, like, the...
So they, like, checking the cars and stuff.
Yeah, like, dude, literally, you'd see blue and red fucking everywhere.
Everywhere?
Like, everywhere, yeah. They were on that shit.
So they were just pulling people over for, just to see if they were drunk and shit.
Yeah. Well, not if they were drunk now, because, dude, literally, someone drove off the fucking side into the thing.
Really?
And there's fucking cop cars and shit.
So there was an accident and shit?
Yeah, there was an accident, yeah.
Was it on Randall?
Miller.
So guys, as you might have heard already, or gonna hear, is that we have a little situation on the spaceship right now, and it's just a couple of our space monkeys that are cooks in the kitchen. They kind of just like they kind of just broke out in conversation mid podcast, and we don't really have soundproofing. So yeah, I just want to tell you guys that just in case you guys hear any monkeys talking. Yeah, that's what that is.
So they.
Oh. Yeah. So yeah, dude. Yo. There's some shit going on. So like
Miller's scary though, because there's not really anywhere you can go except for a wall.
Exactly. No, and that's what I'm saying. Miller's a pretty much straight. It's a straight fucking road.
Straight narrow road too.
And it's only one way both sides. And I don't even want. I bet the fucking like driving like wrecks or accidents are so much higher on fucking New Year's.
Of course they are. People gotta get home somehow.
Yeah.
Especially if you live alone. You're like, I have no friends.
And they just.
I have to go home though.
Drive.
But just take an Uber at that point. Like take an Uber there and take an Uber back.
Yeah.
And like if you drove there, take an Uber back to your house. Pick it up in the morning.
Yeah.
Like
it's. At the end of the day, it's your life or $20.
It's either your life or you paying for a new car, or
even worse,
or just paying $20.
Yeah.
Just for a drive, right? I'd rather pay $40 to get there and get back to my car, than just
spend a $1,500, $2,000
like a $15,000 car, or
Yeah.
like now cars are like $30,000, so like $30,000. Like I just rather not die and not spend money.
Yeah. Not die, not spend money. I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
Everyone's gotta go out sometime.
That is the most fucking
Don't take that
depressing shit ever.
seriously.
Anyways, so speaking of New Year's, everyone has their new resolutions they want to do for the new year. So do you have anything that you want to do for this year?
Someone was telling me, I heard this somewhere, that literally like 50% of people like don't make it past like the first 3 days of their resolutions.
Mm-hmm.
Like they literally fail their resolution in like the first 3 days. They don't even make it a week. And look, you made it. You did this New Year's resolution on the first day, and you already fucked up on the third day. God damn it, dude! I did the same thing. I'm in that fucking 50%. And you know what? Yeah, I do. I have a couple of resolutions. I wrote them down actually.
See, that's when people don't do. That's why they fail, because they don't write shit down.
Yeah, I wrote it down.
See, that's why I didn't have any until like I wanted to do stuff.
So I just have some like pretty like generic shit. Like it's not even like cool shit. It's like just generic. It's like become a goat at the piano. Shit like that. Have a good relationship with friends and family. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Invest more into the stock. Some like very. I feel like there's like 3 categories when it comes to resolutions. There's got to be like health, right? Everyone wants to work out, exercise, relations, and money.
Self-improvement.
Saving money. I feel self-improvement's like health.
I guess.
Think about it, it's like, I want to save this amount of money this year. I want to do this amount with the money I have. Mm-hmm. Like what we're doing, right? We're like, we want to invest more money into the podcast. We're like, it's big spending. It's like,
see, that's your spending category.
Yeah.
So basically, by that time, we had like 3. In my opinion, I had 3 things. Mm-hmm. It was spending money, then it was podcast spending money, and then it was savings.
Yeah.
So technically, I had like 3 bank accounts. It was the podcast as a bank account, not technically an actual bank account, but just in these terms to make it like nice and understanding.
Yeah.
The savings bank account, then we had the podcast bank account, and then we had the spending. Yeah. So basically, that's down.
Yeah. I mean, but like it's just everything. I feel like everyone can relate and say that like one of their resolutions like fits in like health, organization, or spending, or like money wise.
Yeah.
So.
I didn't make any resolutions. Resolutions. Because I don't I've never really made resolutions, and every time I did, I would usually fail them. Mm-hmm. Because I just, for some reason, because I make resolutions on things I don't really care about, like school. I'd be like, I'm gonna work every homework assignment. It's being done. Yeah. And now I actually have to do that because I want to have that one free day.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like school I don't really care about. But, let's say I want to do something with my life. I care about that a little bit, but do I really care about that?
Yeah, I got you.
If I want to start, streaming, I used to stream a lot, right? Mm-hmm. Then I slowed down, and I haven't streamed for 13 days, you said, or something. Yeah, 13. So, basically, if I want to start streaming, I would have to find time for that, and I don't have time.
The thing about resolutions, you're not gonna finish it, but at least you have an end goal. At least you have that goal to work towards. So that's why it's a New Year's resolution. You have a whole entire year.
Well, yeah, you have a whole entire year
to work on that shit.
But if I want, the resolution for streaming, if I had one for streaming, it would have been well, I want to have like 100 more subs, or I want to have at least $200 in the next 2 months for this year.
So like some set
it's a set goal for the year. That's how I would do goals, and that's how I did do goals. So like I want to finish high school. That's a set goal. Yeah. And I'm going to do that. Hopefully. At this point, online it's made me unsure, but I also want to go to college. That's a goal. Whether I finish it or not, that's up to me, because I might drop out and just learn that shit on my own for free. Yeah. Or just go to college and be like,
get the experience and $30,000 in debt and all the loans.
I'm not gonna get that. You're not gonna get that. It's gonna be a little bit. It's not gonna be like $100K like everybody else.
Okay, 100K, yeah.
Oh my god,
dude, college, bro. We'll talk about fucking how fucked
college in another podcast.
Yeah, college is fucked. We'll talk about it another time. We'll talk about it.
I mean, no. But like resolutions, if I had one, it would probably be similar to yours. Like, I want to get a new car. That's the first thing. Yeah. I'm gonna get a new car, or I'm gonna make modifications to this one. My second one is I want to do like a big vacation type thing, or like a road trip during this summer. Like I'm going to do it. Because it is the last time I'm going to see probably half the people I see now.
Holy shit, dude.
Like you might stay in state, but you also might not.
Yeah. I don't even know.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Right? I'm probably going to live here because my brother still has another year. My sister wants to get through middle school or some shit, but my parents can be like, fuck you. go to another state when my brother finishes and stuff. Yeah. But it's probably just be like, try to be more happier. I've been positive recently. Like I was like, I should be more positive, and I've been more positive. Like I was
It works.
It works. I've been more positive, except for the last 2 weeks, of course. But I'd probably just say sum it up so I can get to the next topic. Be happier. Work on the podcast, because I feel like this would actually go somewhere. Spend more time with friends and family, and do a big trip. Like do a big trip with friends. And
podcast might come along,
and then do a lot of things I want to do with my girlfriend.
You know what, dude? That's great.
Go on my the dream date I want. Like go to Chicago at night, viewing the cities on the cliff or some shit. Go to like a movie, drive-in movie, dude. Yeah. Like all this shit I wanted. Like all this shit I've been wanting to do. Like go on breakfast dates, like for a week or some shit. Whatever the fuck it is. Doesn't really matter.
And those are your set goals and shit.
Those are my like New Year's resolution, I guess. But so another thing that happened in these 2 weeks, Whole Lotta Red came out.
Dude, don't even get me started on fucking Whole Lotta Red.
Okay, since I don't really listen to it. I mean, I listen to it. I don't like it, but of course you have more opinions on it since you've been talking about it a lot.
Well, so Whole Lotta Red, it isn't a perfect album. And I see where that's coming from a lot of people and shit, because 2 years worth of time for you to give us something like this, I like the album now, but when it first came out, I felt what everyone else was feeling. You know what I'm saying? Because everyone just straight up hated on it and shitted on it. Literally, Carti started a live stream or whatnot that lasted 30 fucking minutes, because the whole entire chat just started blowing up with this is shit, this is fucking shit, blah 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 blah. And people started getting a hold of it. Fucking Rap TV, all those big No Jumper and shit started getting hold of. Everyone's saying it's a shit album and blah blah blah. And shitting on the album got so mainstream that every single person wanted to fucking shit on it. And I was sitting there, I'm like, is it really that bad that people are shitting on it this hard? And I listened to my first playthrough of the whole album was rough. It was very rough, because I was like, dude, I don't know about this. But I gave it a second chance. I gave it a second listen, dude. And honestly, I found myself really enjoying most of the songs, because at first I listened to it without a speaker, and then I listened to it
and headphones,
with headphones and next, and it sounded really, really good with headphones, and that's what kind of got me to liking it. But people shit on it and kind of in a way canceled Whole Lotta Red in a way, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because it got so mainstream. But the thing that doesn't lie is fucking numbers, bro. And literally the first number one album of 2021 is Whole Lotta Red. And it's just so funny how people don't want to state their true opinions on shit like this, something that can be so opinionated and judged hard on. And people don't want to say their own thing because they feel they're gonna be pressured into saying some different shit or like things along those lines. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand that. And like as I'm looking at Spotify right now, I used to see this in 2020 when the Whole Lotta Red came out.
Yeah.
No, like none of Whole Lotta Red songs were on his like top 5 on Spotify.
Yeah.
Now I think it's maybe filled his top 10.
There's
at least half the albums on his top 10.
It's literally almost. Yeah, it's half. Yeah.
Half the albums on his top 10.
And right, and it's like goes back to that fact that numbers don't fucking lie. So like, there are people out there that really do enjoy the album, and it got to the point where I'm pretty sure Carti. I don't know for sure. I don't take my word for it, but he literally took Taylor Swift's #1 spot on fucking Billboard for whatever fucking.
Yeah, he took #1 Billboard.
And
I think yesterday.
Yeah, and people were shitting on it, said it was the most dog shit thing. And imagine how Carti felt though, hearing this. I worked 2 years for this shit, and this is how people are reacting.
But did he actually work 2 years?
He did.
Did he actually?
He has 15 versions of Whole Lotta Red.
So was this the best version he picked?
He wanted it. This is what he chose out of the 15, and this is what he wanted Whole Lotta Red to sound like. So this is his own creativity, and like for people that just shit on it instantly, didn't even listen to that shit for what 30 minutes, not even listen to like 3 or 4 songs on that shit, and it's like, this is shit. Didn't give it for 2 years, bro. If you waited 2 years, you could for sure get through the album.
Yeah, I mean, I listened through it. I didn't like it that much. The only song I liked was like Sky, I think. Yeah. And Sky was like, he was actually like singing. It was probably about bullshit. I forgot what it was about.
It's literally him it's just him talking about how he just wants to get really fried.
Yeah, it's him talking about that stuff, right?
Yeah.
But he actually uses his voice, and there's not a lot of like.
Yeah.
Like that stuff would have been cool in it, but he actually like had vocals and he had lyrics, and I could hear him, and his whatchamacallit, his beat went along with the vocals.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's really nice.
But like the beat and like, let's say, in my opinion, like Slayer. What the fuck? Dude, the beat and the lyrics had no idea.
And you know what?
Vamp Anthem, he's like the vampires.
Dude, I like that. Thing. I fucking love that.
Good beat. His vocals did not match with the beat.
And you know what? I feel like, and that's why I'm okay. Like, it's okay that you felt that way, because you look for lyrical shit in like.
I like a good mix.
You like a good mix, obviously, and that's your personal taste and shit. And but dude, and weirdly enough, Slayer's #1 on, and that's literally one of the only songs I didn't like.
That's the #1 of the album too.
And that's one of the songs I didn't like.
I didn't like that one either.
So like. It's hard to say like how everyone's like genre and taste is, and you can't really you can't put a set on it. But 175,000 first week, top of the Billboard.
It's crazy. But let's say like what he did with Mongolia and stuff, like
Magnolia.
Is it Magnolia?
It's Magnolia.
Magnolia, right?
Yeah.
With that song, that beat really well with his like what is it called, like
his voice.
His like the
lyrics.
The little like that beat, like that stuff.
Oh yeah, his like his ad libs,
right?
Yeah.
It went well with the ad libs and like his voice, right? It's like
New York Millie
Rank. It's like shit like that, right?
Yeah.
It went really well. And if he just made like 2 or 3 songs just like that song that popped off, everything would have been good.
Yeah.
Or like Shoot,
bro.
It was so fire.
Long
Location
time.
wasn't even that bad either. And these are like his top 10 songs we were just looking at. And Sky, thank God, top 10. One of his top 10 songs. Because that's a good fucking song.
Yeah, I really like that song.
But I mean,
we just have to wait for the deluxe now. Then we can finally.
Oh my God! If that deluxe does not have at least 2 songs like the ones that I enjoy from Carti, which is Shooter and Magnolia, which is the mainstream ones, but they're really good, and that's why they're mainstream.
Dude, the deluxe is gonna be good.
You can't say that because you've been saying Whole Lotta Red. The entire album was gonna be so fire. I cannot wait for it. And then you're sitting here like,
fuck, this is fucked.
This is not what I expected.
It wasn't what I expected, but we can't expect everything to be real.
But the deluxe hopefully should be better because he did get criticism.
Yeah.
A lot of people saying it's shit. So hopefully he gets the songs that he thinks it will do good.
And one last thing before we move on, but he wasn't even gonna release a deluxe. They literally everyone, his fan base, his fucked up fan base, literally just shitted on him and shamed him into one. Because literally, he wasn't gonna drop a deluxe at all. He wasn't gonna drop it at all.
He doesn't do that, right?
Yeah, he doesn't do that. He was just gonna drop the fucking
just that album.
Just the album, and that's it. And people shamed him into fucking dropping deluxe, dude.
Which I hope.
Which it
helps his career.
It will.
Hopefully.
Top of Billboard first number one out. That's history right there. Number one. If someone looks, okay, look. If someone looks back into like the year 2021, the first number one album was
the very first
album
album
Carti
by
had.
Playboy Carti. That was number one. I mean, I think that's just really good releasing. Like the release date on it was 5 days away from New Year's.
Yeah,
and since a whole lot of people
on Christmas Eve,
a lot of people listened to it, especially since it got available more platforms after Christmas. And you know how they pre-ordered it? I don't think it released right on Christmas on like those pre-order discs. So maybe because you know how like the sales and like the unit volume sales or whatever, people actually have to buy that stuff for them to have that unit sale thing, right? So maybe they got delivered later after Christmas because it was like a backlog. So that's. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
We could speculate. We could speculate for hours, but
it's whatever. You know, it's in my opinion not that good. Your opinion?
I like it.
You like it?
I've listened to it fucking like 3 times, so I kind of have like a good like just of what I like and what I don't like from the album. But you know what? We like a lot of things that could be real, just like virtual.
That's like that was a really good segment. Switch your thing.
Just like
transition
virtual reality, which is bogus. And I'm mad.
You're just mad because you can't buy it.
I'm mad because I can't buy it. But like, I really wanted the VR. I played this battle royale, Population 1 or whatever, and I liked it a lot. I played on the new Oculus Quest, and sadly, bills and fucking car and all this shit kind of just clumped up after Christmas, January. So my plans to get it are just completely like snuffed out by like right now. But I'm not like. The thing is, I'm not in a hurry because I know in the future, in the next 3 years, 2 years, they're going to come out with a better Oculus for cheaper.
Yeah. But you're going to get,
Yeah, okay.
Maybe every Oculus that's good has been $400.
For cheaper for the system, though.
For the system itself? Probably
like the parts and shit? Like
no.
Okay.
I think this is because it's every 2 years?
You know what, this is a poll for our listeners. Do you guys think that the Oculus, or just VR in general,
will get better in 2 years?
Will it progress? Will it progress and get cheaper, or will it progress and get more expensive?
I think it'll get more expensive because OLED.
Okay.
See, they have to have good visuals. They have to have new programming, and they have to have like everything has to be better than the last version, right?
Yeah.
Just like consoles. PS5, it got $100 more expensive, right?
You know what, guys? No, that doesn't make any sense. No, never. Because as stuff get better and more convenient and like everyone starts getting it, it gets cheaper.
No.
And eventually we're gonna get to that point where
it gets cheaper.
People are gonna be choosing VR over consoles. Like that's what I'm gonna do. I literally I already gave my PS4 away. That's why I want the Oculus, bro. Some dope ass shit.
Well, Oculus is fun and stuff, but yeah. I think consoles has more of a variety because there's a lot more games that have. So like virtual reality needs a lot of performance, and that's what I'm saying. A lot of performance as games get bigger and games do all this stuff with virtual reality, right? It's gonna become more expensive because the standalone systems like the Quest, right? Yeah. They have to get more powerful, which means they have to get more expensive to fit fit the games.
I know, but how about fitting the budget though?
They don't. That's what Oculus does. They fit the budget. But see, they're the only people who have a low cost VR that works.
What's the best
for majority of the games?
What's the best VR out right now?
Steam
VR.
Steam VR. Yeah, it's $1,000.
It's not the Oculus anymore?
No, it's never been the Oculus.
What do you mean?
Originally, Oculus and I think it was Oculus. It was HTC and Vive.
You're right.
HTC and Valve, which made the Vive thing. That was the best one to get originally.
Yeah.
That was the one I was supposed to get.
All the little fucking dots or whatever. Yeah.
That's the one I was supposed to get. But then I didn't have money.
Yeah, so you went for the cheap.
So I went for the cheaper one.
Yeah, and what are your thoughts on this?
It's decent, but I would. If I had the money, I would buy the HTC? Better. I would not the HTC. I would get the Valve one, the $1,000 one.
So there's
that shit will last. That has like all the best parts.
Yeah, true.
Right, and it uses the computer.
And luckily for
and it's more optimized, really.
Yeah, true.
It has better software. Literally everything's better. Better tracking.
Guys, my whole entire fucking.
It's better everything. All right, buddy.
All right, you know what? I'll leave it to the viewers, guys. You guys better take my side on this because I have no evidence to back myself up. Okay. And then Paul has his backup evidence, and I don't. All I have to say though,
and things do get expensive over time.
They do,
like
I guess.
Phones. Phones used to be $500 4 years ago.
Yeah, but think about TVs though, like because when my dad bought the first HDMI, when he bought the first HDMI TV, $1,700, $1,500.
But how long was that ago? 10 years.
And no, and look. That's what I'm talking about. And now, dude, and it was a bigger, bulkier TV. And now we have almost paper thin TVs that do 4K, fucking HD, crazy ass shit for how much? $700, $800 for like a really nice big one.
Yeah.
So I guess it's just gonna take. It really is. I think it's
gonna take a long ass time. But you're not. There's no point in waiting in that time.
No, I know. I'm not gonna fucking wait on like.
No,
10,
but it's gonna get.
years.
It's okay, but it's gonna get expensive. Then it's probably gonna get cheaper as mass people.
As more people get it.
Obviously, but you're talking about like a 10-year, 20-year span.
So eventually it will though. Eventually I'll be paying $5 for my VR, right?
That's a lie. But you get the concept.
Yeah, I got it. No, for sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
But anyways,
But dude, VR, dude, I like looking through VR, but the thoughts of people looking back through has been something like because that's the whole entire thing with Oculus is like it's a Facebook oriented thing now, and people they want their privacy. Like they don't like how Facebook has it, and that's one of the downsides of Oculus that a lot of people have their thoughts on. But that could be for me. That was like real though. I've had some instance where someone was trying to fucking watch me and follow me and shit. That was crazy, dude.
Yeah, so do you want to like talk about that little stalker experience you mentioned in the beginning?
Yeah. So this was before fucking school started and shit. Summer, like July,
really?
June. This was like the whole entire summer kind of span. But in July was where it was really fucking bad. But like my brother, he started skating, right? Him and his like friend all started skating, and like he like one day he came to me, and obviously I'm not up with fucking like just off of like random shit like coincidence. I'm obviously I want to find evidence. I want to know. And he's like, dude, it's like this car is like it's always at parked at Indian Prairie. And he used to tell me this. I was like, okay, dude, like it's probably some like janitor or some shit like there. And I never would listen to him ever. And he's like, dude, like this is always there. And one night, I was at home and my sister came from work, and she's like, yo, there was this fucking like white car behind like that parked outside our driveway and just sat there. And while I was in the driveway and just sat behind my car. And my brother came up to my sister. He's like, "What was it? What was it? Like the shape of it? Like what it looked like?" And she's like, "It was box. It was white." And bro, when she was explaining it, dude, I looked at my brother's face and his face was dropped, bro. And he's like, oh my god. He's like, that's the exact same car that I see at IP every single fucking day. Cause he skates during the summer, he skated like every single day, and like, it'll be late, like at night. And like when we're transferring over to like the fall season, you know how night is like longer and the days are shorter. So it was getting to a point where like it was getting like dark and shit, and he was still skating. And he was telling me about it. I'm like, bro, dude, come on now. Like, I'm like, there's no fucking way that's the same car. And I went up to my sister and I asked her, and she gave me the exact same definition, the exact same everything, blah, blah. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? And we started, because then now, like, and it kind of was like a nice, like, it's not nice. It's still, like, talking about it makes me uncomfortable, like, talking about it and shit. But, like, it's like a good, like, summer, like adventure journey kind of like
story.
Because then me and my brother just started like researching like what cars is what like year it is,
what model of make.
Yeah, we were trying to figure out every little thing.
So what'd you figure out?
And we figured out it was like this. It was a fucking
Kia Soul.
No, it was a old ass Volvo, and it has like the black stripe on it, and it had like windows, like the box windows or whatever. And it was like a Jeep kind of format. So it was like, and it was like black. It was a box in the back.
That's weird.
It was like a lowrider too, and it was a lowrider. But dude. And we started like picking out suspects because there'd be like these old people, or this, just to be specific, there's like this one old dude with a little white dog, and he'd always come up to my brother and his friend, and we're always like, oh, how are you guys doing? So like, what are you guys doing like later? Like, what are your plans? Like, blah blah. Always acting like weird sus shit. When always like, this guy might be who we think it is. And eventually we started seeing that guy because me and my brother have like the skate route, and like we go up fucking Village, and we turn right on Brompton and then onto Penny, and it's like this long road, and that guy was always there on the sidewalk when we were passing by every single time we went on the route, and we saw the same old guy, and he did the same thing. He always just stared at it with his little dog like every single time, and we started getting like just started tweaking us the fuck out, and we're like, bro, like, And before you say anything, it's like, oh, maybe this is just his normal time walking his dog.
No.
He was either out there at night, he was there in the day, he was there in the morning. He was out there all the time.
So he's a pedo.
That's what we think.
He's probably a pedophile.
He's some weird stalking pedophile. And bro, and that shit we knew he was somewhere around the fucking like town. Like he was somewhere around there. And the thing is, he would always park his car, that white Volvo, at IP. So he didn't live around the area. He would drive to IP, park his car there, and walk his dog around. And then he'd go back in his car and leave.
You know what's as you're saying that, there's a lot of little kids and a lot of kids that live in your area.
And exactly. And I remember my brother, because this was getting serious, like really, really serious, because like we started spotting him a lot more frequently. And the reason why we think we saw him more was because COVID. This was during like pandemic. So this was pushing people to stay inside. So this man, if he truly was a pedophile, the only way to get to his like addiction, obsession of like, being a
watching
pedophile
kids and stuff like that.
The only way to do that is walking out and driving to IP and seeing all the kids and shit. And that's what our thought process was. But we're not 100% sure because we never fucking... By the way, this man still never... He never got any conviction. But we did stop seeing him because we started calling, like, we started letting people... We're like, yo, like, there's this, like, guy. And I think he started catching on. Because, like, no one... Like, it was fucking... Anyways.
Did you try calling the cops?
Yeah, we did. We let them know. We're like, we think there's, like, blah, 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 whatever. It was suspicion. But we see him all the time. And, dude, like... That, because this took like this was like halfway through July and then a little bit through August, like where we're seeing this guy, and dude, it pushed me to like a state of like paranoia that I've never like felt before, and it'll probably never leave me, to be honest. It's because like I always felt like this guy was behind I'd come back from work at night, and I'd always think, the only thing I'd think about is like, where is he? Like, where is he? Like, that's the only thing I could think about in my mind. And like, I'd get I'd get into my driveway, and before I get in I literally was look around like all the time, and I have my like Walmart vest and all my shit. I'd open the garage beforehand, and I was like pissed scared, bro. Like, he was somewhere waiting for me, like behind the corner of my house or some shit. Like, I didn't know where he was. So I always pushed me to and I didn't have blinds either in my room. So I was just like, I didn't know what to do. Like, I didn't know what to fucking do. And me and my brother were like, obviously like going through this. Like, it was like, I felt really like in danger at that point. And I was like, we even like, I got like blankets and I put it over my windows. And I was like, there's no way. And like, even there was like a slight little crack in the window. And I was like, he can see me. There'd be like a slight crack in the mirror, and I think he could see me. And I was like dead ass, like scared as fuck. I didn't even want to leave the house ever. Coming back from Walmart was a pain in the ass, dude. I didn't want to get out of my car.
Why didn't you just call me for a ride?
Dude, because I don't know, dude. I don't fucking...
You're going to be like, oh, I really need a ride, buddy. Like, can you give me a ride for the past 2 weeks? Like, what the fuck?
It's just... It was like... It was really fucking, like... It was really, like, just, like... It was scary. It, like, got me, like... I've never felt... Like, because I always, like, obviously, like, you see people that are paranoid, like, oh, they're crazy. Like, they're crazy. Like, they're just, like, paranoid, blah, blah, blah. It's legitimately, like... Life. I thought my room, like my room was.
You thought life threatening.
My life was like, I felt like my life was in danger. I felt like if I were to leave my house and not be alert 24/7, like someone would get me.
Like he'd like clap your.
Like he'd literally grab me, steal me, fucking clap the shit out of my cheeks and just dip. With me, probably dead or some shit in that white fucking Volvo, dude. Fuck that Volvo. But
damn,
that scary. It was one of the most fucking worst.
That's frightening.
It was very frightening, dude. And now that's why when I see like crazy ass people and shit, like paranoid people, like, oh my god, like I don't know, like I'm like, okay, like I totally understand, like I understand where you're coming from, because it is really fucked up. Like I remember like laying in my room just being like, holy shit, like where, like all I could think about was that guy, that old fucking dude, like where is he? That's all I could think about.
Because he could do anything.
Technically. He could do it, but dude, I always, whenever I was walking my bro, I'm like, bro, if he ever pulls up, we got the skateboards, bro. He's like, yeah, and we beat this old ass, bro. We beat this old man's ass, dude. And bro, I would have, dude, nah, bro. It was like, and even to this day, because my brother also was going through the same paranoid shit as me. Even to this day, when we see like old people like standing outside, we like go on the other side. Like, even if I were to like, if I were to go skateboard and shit, I would literally, if I saw some old guy walking, I'd literally go on the other side.
Yeah, that's right. I mean,
because I can't, dude. I don't know, dude. It's fucked up.
I'm fucked up, bro. I'm fucked up.
But yeah, I think this is gonna sum up the podcast. Really, that we hit every point we wanted to talk about, whether it was overtime limit or undertime limit, whatever. Yeah. But I mean, I think it's pretty successful for at least.
Yeah, I would say so.
55 minutes, 54 ish, whatever the fuck. 50 minutes.
Yeah, but the reason like we were kind of gone for a whole.
So yeah, let's just talk about like
really
update.
quick.
Let's just do really
a nice quick like
refresher.
A refresher, yeah, a nice refresher. So obviously, for our true listeners out there, which we love you guys,
And whoever stayed until the very end,
and whoever stayed to the end,
according to analytics, not very many.
And if you didn't make it this far, goddamn, I love you. And you're the reason we keep doing this shit and stuff like that. But we were gone for 2 months, and we're not 2 months. I'm dumb. Fucking month. We're gone for a month, and because we're both working
very
on
busy.
shit. We're both super busy. So we couldn't really find time. And now, new year, new me. New year, new podcast.
New year, new resolution.
So
new goal to fail.
But yeah, that's pretty much like where we've been. Like we've just been really busy with like
doing
life
things, everything,
and fucking just finance and work and all that typical bullshit that you guys know about. And but yeah, we're gonna hopefully get back into uploading every week.
Hopefully in the next 2 weeks we should.
Next
week should we have another podcast?
You'll definitely see something.
Next 2 weeks we should get a mixer.
Yeah.
Maybe depends on financial.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, fuck you.
Financial stuff. Could get a mixer. And then we would have to get another mic.
Holy shit, dude.
After the mixer.
Yeah.
We'd have to use one poo-poo mic and one decent mic.
Yeah, one good mic. Yeah.
And then we'd have to find a new place to stay.
Yeah. In the space capsule.
Yeah, because, renovations and stuff's happening.
That's in time for another podcast.
This is the update. What are you talking about?
FaceTime podcast.
Anyways, yeah, that's what we want to talk about. That's update is basically just sum it up. Too long, don't read. TLDR. Busy, really busy. Family, friends, school, or no school.
Yeah, just fucking.
Just doing whatever we can in these last 2 weeks. And mixer, and then mic, and then
all that
another
shit.
Mic.
Yeah, and if you guys still haven't, go follow the Spacetime Twitters. They're just Spacetime. We'll have it linked somewhere. You'll find it. But that's gonna be the end of Audiolog 3. It's January 4th, 2021, and we'll see you guys in the next episode of Spacetime.